Hey, what's up guys? It's me again, back with another action figure review, and today I'm having a look at the MEZCO 112 Collective Spider-Man Homecoming action figure. The side you have this cool spider symbol. The back gives you some images of the figure in action and shows you all of your accessories you will get along with a cool picture of the actual figure. Spider symbol again on the other side, and again the Spider-Man Homecoming symbol on the front. And of course with the MEZCO figures you just pull your sleeve off and it reveals the figure. And on the back you always get Gomez. But I'm going to take a second and get this Spider-Man and his accessories out of packaging so we can have a closer look at everything. After all, that is why we're here. Alright, Spooderman is out of packaging, and to the top of his head he stands almost exactly 6 inches tall. And for his accessories, you get this bag to hold your accessories or your drugs or whatever you want to put in it. And you get this clasp, which I'm assuming this is a magnet, and you can stick it on your refrigerator or wherever you want to display your Spider-Man that has some metal. You get some thwipping hands or rock and roll hands. You get these expressive grabbing hands. I really like the sculpt on these. They're really nice looking. Got his little trigger in the palm. And you get a web holding hand. At least I hope that's what it's supposed to hold. Oh, you also get this stand and an arm to use with the stand. And these stands are really big. I don't know, I just don't have the room to use them, but I do like them. They are nice. You get a couple alternative heads. You get this one and you get this one. All of them really is just the eyes opened or closed a little bit more than the other. You get this web, and these peg on at the wrist. I really like the way they look. They're like a shiny white. You get this one, and it looks like he's making web flowers. This is a hard material. I'm kind of afraid it'll break. Let's test that. Now it's a little flexible. You get this webbing, which is bendy wire. And finally you get these wings, these clasp around him. I wish they would have done these different somehow or another. I mean, I'm glad we got them, but I hate the way they peg on him. Okay, that is all for his accessories. Now we will compare him to a few other action figures. And first we'll start off with what I feel like is probably the most important comparison, is the SH Figuarts Homecoming Spider-Man. And you can see SH Figuarts went much smaller with their Spider-Man. I actually like the size of theirs better. But I don't know, there's just something about this clothing that MEZCO puts on them that I love. So as far as a favorite, I don't know. It's a tough choice. I can't decide, don't make me. Okay, now here he is compared to a couple endgame SH Figuarts figures. On the left we have the Mark 85 Iron Man armor. On the right we have the Ronin. And I feel like this MEZCO Spider-Man may be a little large. Gonna have to put him in a squatting pose to fit in with these guys. Alright, now here he is compared to the MEZCO exclusive Vigilante Daredevil on the left and the Endgame Cap on the right. And again, he stands about the same height as all of them. He's just too big. He's a teenage kid, for crying out loud. What do they think he's going to be, 7'5" when he's full grown? And now here he is compared to the Mark IV War Machine from Infinity War on the left. And on the right we have the Endgame Thanos by SH Figuarts. And finally here he is compared to the Hot Toys group. Now that's all for the accessories and comparisons. Now we'll move on to the actual action figure. And I have a couple small issues with it. I'll get them out of the way at first. First one is this big spider bulge he has. It's a little awkward. Shave the crotch down, for crying out loud. We don't need to see that. I have a daughter here, come on. But anyway, that's not a real big issue, honestly. But I do have a really loose leg. I mean, this leg will hold itself in position for now. I'm just afraid that over time that will get even looser because it just takes the slightest effort to move it. I think a lot of what's actually holding it is the fabric. And another small little gripe I have is that they use this like vinyl material over the actual cloth material. And that's not the way his suit was made in the movie. This should have been the same material as this, just in red. So I wish they would have actually made it this material. Other than that, I really do dig the look of this. I like these little extra cartridges on his side. His little web shooters on his wrist look really good. The head sculpt also, I really love it. I like the way the eyes are made. They stick out off of the head. The webbing and texture on the head looks really good, even though it's plastic. Spider symbol looks good, and on the back. I really like the blue material. It's got those darker blue panels on it, looks good. There's his spider butt. Now, see some camel toe there. I don't know what happened there. That's weird. I'm gonna stop. But on articulation on this Spider-Man, he will look up that high, look down that much, can rotate his head all the way around, and he does get some good spider head pivot. Shoulders will go up really nice. You can't spin them all the way around, of course, because of that material, but do get a really good bend at the elbow, and wrists are pegged in and on a hinge. Using the upper and lower crunch, he can go forward that far. He can go back really nice. You are limited by the material, of course. Legs will kick forward that far. They'll go back that far. Really good double bend at that knee. Then his ankles will go forward that far. It will go back that far. And he does get some good spider pivot. So pretty good articulation. Maybe not as much as you need to get some crazy spider poses, but I mean, it's decent. But now I'm going to pose him up, and we will wrap this review up. Alright, so there is the MEZCO Homecoming Spider-Man posed up, swinging from one web, going to the next. At least that's what I was going for. But I do really like this figure. I do dig MEZCO's cloth clothing. This is only my third one, but I am really enjoying them. We'll probably be picking up some more in the future. I'm really having a tough time deciding between this and the SH Figuarts Spider-Man. I do like the size of the SH Figuarts one. This one feels a little big for a teenage kid in with your 6-inch figures. But that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and review, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye for now. This ain't a magnet. Spider bulge, spider bulge.